Cats as a whole, and especially Mike Williams, who's been a backbone of this program for a long
I
time?
tell you, I've only been lucky enough for 2 years with Mike, but in my 2 years, first of all, I want to thank all 4 of them. Have been awesome and are all in line to graduate, which I'm most proud of. It's a great institution, and they've done a great job academically. They've represented the school the right way, and all of them have really contributed. I mean, Jake from day one jumped on board, Mike, Deshaun, and then we brought Candido in too, one of our first guys that we brought in, and Candido probably is a harder worker in the gym all the time, kind of guy, so it's gone by quick. So I'm a little saddened by that. I would love these guys for another 2 years, but they've been great. They've been great representatives of our program. They swung punches. I always ask them to do that, and these guys certainly have. And hopefully they could be the guys that we brag about in a few years that got this thing moving in the right direction.
What do you think about the way Mike Williams battled back from his injury? A lot of seniors could have just tapped out there.
There's no doubt, and had every reason to, too. I mean, with the doctors, and as bad an injury as I've been around during the season, and to get him back at all was the first shocker, with the thing. And now to get him back where he's productive, too, is amazing. So it doesn't surprise me. That's kind of what Mike has done he's overachieved. And he overachieved with this injury too. He did more treatment than any guy I've been around to get him back, and he was on a little bit of a mission, to play senior night, and he's going to get the chance to do that. So real proud of him, and real proud of all the work that he did, with our trainer to get back on the court.
How much of an impact, or how much do you feel like they'll leave their legacy in terms of the younger guys kind of following in their footsteps?
Well, I will tell you too, and Mike has been a model student too, so he's on the dean's list. He's been unbelievable with his community service and all those different things that he's had to do here, for this program. And I hope to be able to use those guys, a picture of them at graduation, and talk about those guys coming in here. Maybe not the most talented group I've ever been around, but the guys that, came to practice every day and wanted to work. Mike has never had a bad practice. He's made shots in more practices and missed shots in some, but effort-wise, never had to ask him to bring it. And, same thing with Jake, and same thing with Candido and Deshaun. So, they've been examples moving forward here of guys we want to get, guys that have come, that have overachieved, that have gotten their degrees, and hopefully that have gone on to continue playing basketball.
Steve, what has Jake specifically given to you? Local guy who's walked on here, could have played at a lower level elsewhere.
He really could, and he's a guy I kind of count on now, especially with all the injuries and all those things. I was trying to check back into his eligibility, see if he had another year left. But he's been great, and I made him a captain earlier in the year, and that tells you how I feel about him. I don't give that title out. He earned it. He's been a kid no matter what situation I put him in. He's always responded. He's positive. He's a great locker room guy, and comes from a great family, obviously, and loves Rutgers. So always rooting for Jake and what he's brought to the program. He's going to be real successful moving forward too. He'll bring those same qualities out to the work world.
What's your philosophy on starting seniors on senior day, Steve? How have you handled that?
Yeah, I'm starting them. Yeah, so I've always done that. I think it's the right thing to do. People have a lot of different philosophies. I said these kids have done a lot for us, and it's the reward that they've earned. So I always want to try to do the right things no matter what the situation, and I think it's the right thing, especially these 4 guys.
As far as Deshaun, what have you seen out of his development, not only on the court, but off the court since you've been here?
It's tremendous. I mean, he's graduating, so I'm real proud of him, in that area. He's really come a long way in practice with his practice habits and stuff, and he's really became more outspoken and, a kid that's really come out of his shell a little bit, moving forward here. I wish I had another year with him because I really think he could take another jump in those areas, but it's been great. He's getting his degree. He's going to keep playing. And I think those were all goals that we talked about 2 years ago, and now they're coming to fruition.
Steve, how's Gio Baker doing? Is he healthy now?
I hope. Yeah, we need him back. He's supposed to practice today, so that's a great sign. And he's lost a few pounds. He wasn't the bulkiest guy in the league to begin with, but a long stretch here, he needed some time off, and he got it, and hopefully he'll feel a lot better moving forward.
What do you want to see out of your team Sunday, Steve?
Toughness. Yeah, it's a toughness game. Illinois plays very, very, very hard. I want them to really play together. I want them to be Rutgers basketball, tough and defend and rebound and take care of the ball. We have to do those things. So it'll be a very exciting day here, and hopefully the rack is packed. Hopefully the fans appreciate those 4 seniors doing what they've given to the program.
you've referenced being picked 14th in the conference before. I mean, what would it mean to not finish there, even if it's not terribly high?
Yeah, no, I mean, this would be a great jump. I mean, we could really move up into, tie with Minnesota into the 11th mark. We could really move up with a win. That's how close the league is. Last year we finished in 14th place. We were 3 games out of 13th place. So now a chance to, really take a step with the program would be tremendous. And I think it's going to be the first time in a few games we've had everybody available. So if Gio's back, we'll have our whole roster, which will be nice too.
Steve, considering the way the last game went against Illinois, do you think your players are going to have an extra chip on their shoulder?
I hope they do. Yeah, I hope they do. We're different now, and again, we got Mike back. That helps us certainly in a game like this. Eugene dislocated his knee in that game too, so it was another obstacle we fought through. We didn't play well. We had 1 day to prepare, so hoping that extra days, some days off too, that they need for their bodies, and senior night, will help us. But Illinois plays very hard and well coached, and they got some good players, some really good players. So we're going to have to play really good basketball for sure.
Obviously.